Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Oshu. Hi, Carrick. How y'all doing? Alrighty. Yeah, okay. Not missing any audio sources. Game is up. Game has audio. Okay. I'm not mentally prepared. But, here we go. So, how's my weekend? Mostly fine. I'm not gonna say sick, because sick implies I, have some kind of infection or something, but no, I had a really bad migraine yesterday, so I wasn't able to stream. And then I had a social event in the evening, so I couldn't just stream later in the evening. So that sucked. I really wanted it to get 2 streams in this weekend. But other than that, it's been fine. Been getting plenty of sleep. Yeah. Alrighty. Oh. Time for everyone to die. Oh, I tried standing awake. No, I don't believe I have. I wouldn't be very good at it. Naragu 92? I'm assuming that's a reference to something specific. Should I push to that pronunciation too? Heaven, does that have a weird gimmick? No. Cool. Sure, congratulations. Okay. Meet meltdown level. Reached meltdown level 6 and meet energy quota. Hi Lurker, how's it going? Yeah, so we're gonna have to deal with all 4 of the upper layer things melting down, I think. Yeah. So I was double checking what those were. Been a slow day. I feel that. So we've got, I don't remember which one's which actually. The Yesod makes everything pixelated, so that's gonna suck. And we've got, was it like no healing, I think? Is that NetSex? And then, work types being randomized, and all employees having reduced stats. And on top of that, we've got recurring boss fights to deal with. So, that should be interesting. It should be very interesting. I do like this music, though. That's fun. You know, the White Ordeals. What's the worst that could happen? Everyone dying is absolutely the worst that could happen. Okay, I like the music, but it's very loud. Let me turn that down a little. Okay. So, for now, let's... As long as we work reasonably high-level app nodes, we'll hit the quota eventually, so I don't think we have to micro so much, except for Queen of Hatred and Blue Star. We don't have to micro Blue Star, actually. We do have to micro Queen of Hatred. To avoid her escape issue. That's right, work types are randomized. I don't know if the percentages still reflect the true work type or not. I don't think they do. So we'll just send someone that has maxed out in every stat, which is most of our employees at this point. So if I send someone to do insight work, what does it actually correspond to? That actually corresponds to, whatever that is. Instinct work. Okay, so that's swapped. If we accidentally roll attachment work, that'll be very brutal for Blue Star. So let's let's actually experiment with this on a easier abno at first, maybe. That's probably a smarter idea. So it looks like I'm peeking a little bit. I think that's gain. No? Maybe? No. Yes. Yes, that is the gain volume slider, I think. Yeah, okay. So I want it to be not peaking. There we go. It's a little bit quiet still, I think. Yeah. Nope. Okay. I want it to be loud but not peaking, which is a very specific range here. Alright, sorry about that. Okay. Audio. Overrated. Who needs to actually hear me talking? That's not really an important part of the streaming experience, right? Orga begins are unknown. Yep, sounds about right. Okay, so that is insight work. Okay, excellent. What does Queen of Hatred like? Everything except repression work should be fine, basically. But ideally attachment. So if the top two are swapped, then I'm assuming the bottom two are swapped, but let's double check. Yeah, okay. That's a pretty straightforward metric then. Top two are swapped, bottom two are swapped. It's gonna get reshuffled after certain meltdown thresholds, but it's a starting point. Okay. So then if we want to maximize insight work with Blue Star, and I would select Instinct, but I need to check this first to see what's the highest percentage. I think it's still McKenna. Yeah. Well, so that should work. And Queen of Hatred will have to swap those around last second. Keep her cliff fluff counter up. I still don't know how to pronounce that properly. Blue Star is good because as long as it's a rank 5 employee in all stats, they're safe to work it. So up until the modifier gets low enough that we start failing most of them, it's basically free low stakes PE boxes towards the quota. Worthwhile. Okay. What else can I be doing? Yin. Yeah, I think Yin is safe to work. Thanks Insight, so we'll do Instinct. Go do that. No smiling bodies, just doesn't sound like a fun time. And it is Nameless Fetus. And we'll just ignore those for now. Burrowing Heaven is the one that we have to be looking at. Either the two bottom work types are good. Yeah, Olive should be set either way. We just have to be watching it, so we can multitask really during that. Not that I really multitask all that much anyway in this game. Not very good at it. No panic. I have more than Temperance 1, that is most people. I think this is fine to work. What do you like? So like attachment work is best. So we'll send Elena. Little Prince, I think, has the spore gimmick, so with that. Poyo! Hi, Yazu. How's it going? And that one we can safely walk away from. Black Swan. I need to remember all the gimmicks, it's been too long. Also, we skipped through a lot of the gimmicks playing up to this point anyway, so a lot of them I'm just not as familiar with as our first playthrough. Yeah, it's just when employees die elsewhere it's bad, or if the work result is bad. Instinct work is probably the best bet there. And these are swapped. As per usual. Big Bad Wolf, I think, also pretty straightforward, as long as you don't interact with Riding Hood. Good thing those are in separate containment units on separate sides of the map. Okay, you like attachment work? Asura. Having to remember the work type shuffle is annoying. That's the point. That's the point. The fact that I also have to do all the white ordeals is rude. Bad enough having to deal with all four Sephirah. Oh well, that's the point. That's the point. What else? Firebird? Firebird is picky. Flash Idol is a tool, that's right. Yeah, Riding Hood is fine, I think, as long as you don't... Backwards? Does this mean I can technically do attachment work with her? Since these work types are swapped? I mean, it would be a terrible idea. Yeah? Nice. Yeah, that makes sense with how the game's coded. The way that those special work types work is that they're literally just replace the button in the UI, not the underlying actual work type functionality. Yeah, why would you? There are some Abnos that do like have a listed success rate for that work type, but it's otherwise unselectable. But most of them, they zeroed them out. Okay, so we want to do insight work, which means we have to select instinct. Galen can do that. And then when we get to 2 work items remaining, we need to do a little bit of microplay for Queen of Hatred. So that's coming up soon. I don't think we have any other safe Alephs. Black Swan's pretty easy. I forget what we did last time. It's gonna be a long day. Okay, and then instinct work, Yin. Lose stats because of HOD. Yep, yep. I mentioned that earlier. We lose stats. Our healing is less effective. Work types are scrambled, and everything is going to get super pixelated, which sucks. I will absolutely not be able to micro-buy a damage type. Who needs eyes? I do. Against white ordeals. This is gonna be painful. Skill issue? Yes, I'm bad at this game. I freely admit that. Okay. McKenna's got a 90% success rate here. That's amazing. So the thing you're doing better than you're giving yourself credit for? Probably. I'm really bad at the microplay. We've gotten this far by mostly just brute forcing past abnos and boss fights where we need micro. See, we need how many boxes? We need 16 boxes. What we got? Easy. And I think you beat the game without cheats? Being good at the game. Getting good at the game, maybe more specifically. Okay. Where's the meltdown? You got lucky? I don't know about that. There we go. She's happy again. Yay! We have to go work her right away. And damage types are... or work types are randomized again. So... I need to figure out... I can afford to get an okay result here, I think, right? It's only when the work type is bad that it's bad. So normal is fine here. I just have to make sure not to get repression. Any of the others would probably be fine. So let's send Orga to Scorched Girl. I hope it's not repression. Which one did I click? I clicked Insight Work, I think. Okay, Insight is Instinct. Is it still the same shuffle? Maybe it is. Okay, yeah, the mechanic can do that again. Mixed result on Scorched Girl. That's okay. Not super threatening if she does go off. Yeah, that is perfectly fine. Not attachment, but I'll take it. And a fair chunk of change towards quota as well. Meltdown level 6. We don't technically have to beat the Midnight Ordeal, but I think we effectively have... No, it's just meet quota and reach Meltdown level 6. So theoretically we can rush and ignore Midnight Ordeal, I think. Depending on what order we get them in. I don't remember the algorithm for that. I know I looked at it in the code. Shouldn't have to fight the Gua. Cool. We got really, really lucky. I think it might have bugged out because of mods last time. That was not a fight I was prepared to spend time learning last time. Okay, so we've addressed the meltdown. Unfortunate that it was one of the more dangerous avenues to melt down, but, you know, that's luck of the draw. So we know that these two are swapped at least, so we can repeat that. Yeah. Maybe it is the same order. Maybe it's only after certain meltdown levels that it reshuffles the work types. I wouldn't be surprised. Let's double check that. Yeah. So it's the same meltdown shuffle as last time. Every 2, that would make sense, because that's how most of the other ones work too. Most of the other meltdown effects. Okay, cool. Back to quota farming. Everyone's stats are going to start decreasing too, which is going to be annoying. Do Do I want to preemptively sort everyone in the facility by damage type? Maybe I should. To deal with the other white ordeals. I don't have silent orchestra this time, do I? No, I do have 2 bloodbaths, which is still funny. How easy would it be to make a mod that lets you swap avenue positions around? It might be hard to do it, like, in-game, but maybe during the prep screen. Yeah, it might be possible to do it. Certainly it's easy to do in the data, I just don't know how to make it take effect immediately. But you could easily change it in the save data. And then, like, reload from the main menu or something. Yeah, Plague Doctor does it when it loads the prep screen. So you can actually just keep quitting to the main menu and reloading the prep screen to do it over and over. But there's no way to, like, do it after the scene has already loaded everything. After all the Abno containers are loaded. Okay. Yeah, right. Quota farming. Night of Despair! You're scary, right? Yeah, first person gets the blessing, and then... when they panic, you freak out and kill everyone. Alright, I was gonna sort people, because the... Let me double check that. I'm pretty sure the white ordeals have damage immunities. Do they do damage absorption, though? I guess if they don't, then I can still just rush with everyone. Sorry, I'm reading the wiki. I don't feel guilty about reading the wiki for these at this point. Yeah, they're immune to their element. They don't absorb it, though. That's good. Other than, which one reflects? Is it... Yeah, it's a white fixture that reflects. Are the wiki most of your play there? It's fine. Yeah. I think for the Abnos, it's fun to find out what they do without reading the wiki, but, when I'm this far into the game, these boss fights, I don't want to spend 2 hours doing an attempt of the day just to have to reset because I didn't know the boss fight ahead of time. Yeah, okay. So they're immune to their damage type, otherwise it's fine to Deathball. I just have to worry about the... what was it? Pretty much all of them have an attack that I should try to dodge, but... Red Fixer has the Death Laser, which I definitely need a micro. White Fixer has the shield that I need a micro. Black Fixer creates the meltdowns when it dies, but otherwise I don't think it's too bad as long as we rush it. Hail Fixer also has a death attack that needs to be microed. Ugh. So much microplay. This is not really a game where micro positioning is all that good to do. If I can select individual places in a corridor to have someone park at, then it'd be a lot easier, but the fact that you have to select adjacent rooms to try to get them to walk in that direction just kind of makes the whole thing really clunky. And I'm just really bad at it. That's really the big takeaway. Okay. So for now, we'll just work, but then before the dawn ordeal, I'll probably group everyone for a death ball. You like attachment work? At least it's not just second trumpet for the entire fight, the entire day. Looks like pretty much everything is equal. I like second trumpet, but when it's every overload, just playing it continuously, it gets a little old. Burrowing heaven. Feels like a Deltarune enemy. Yeah, it triggers PTSD on a lot of players, but it's so chill. That's true, Odds Team was nice. Opening the map count for that. Probably does, actually. That's funny. We're opening Abno screen. Not the map. There is no map. The game is the map. Okay, we're about 1800, so that is 450, should be a quarter of the way there. So we're a little over a quarter of the way there. Sounds about right. As far as PE boxes. You also get bonus quota from beating ordeals, it's true. So we're probably closer to a third of the way there. And like last time, towards the end, we can just start rushing the easier ones. And I want to have a sizable quota early on, so if we need to incur a quota penalty for, like, the rabbits or something, we can. Yeah. I don't know why I keep double checking the work types. I can just check the work success rates here. Oh. Yes, phone, I know. I'm already streaming. You don't have to remind me. Okay, and it's time for the Queen of Hatred micro. Oh, and everyone else needs a death ball. I should be streaming, and I am. Technically, that is my stream in 30 minutes alarm. But I decided to go live an hour early because I was feeling less like crap, and I didn't want to wait an hour to see if I would be feeling more crap later. I am going to go see a doctor, theoretically. Getting my insurance stuff figured out with my employer, because I haven't used it since I got hired 7 years ago. It was probably not good. I probably should have been getting regular checkups, but medical insurance scares me. That's everyone. Okay. So now I need to send someone to go work in Easy Abno. I like bring 3 employees, yeah. Once you go up there, we can do one send. I'll send McKenna down to work. Hatred again. And at like 14 or 15 boxes, we can start. And work types will be shuffled, but they won't be shuffled mid-work session, I don't think. Pretty sure that's locked in when the work starts. That'd be kind of funky. Yeah. Alright, they're in place. Okay. Time to go. And then everything is about to get significantly worse. Yep. I hate you, Assad. I hate you. Honestly, I can work around the others. Oh, yeah, it's theme. Yeah, they are cycling through the themes, which is fun. That's okay, I didn't need to be able to read my interface anyway. Alright, where are they? They're here somewhere. For real, where are they? Am I blind? Oh, it's getting really goopy in here. Probably in a room transition, probably. Okay. There they are. I usually for deals to go in between rooms as soon as they can move if they're close enough. Yeah, that makes sense. Ah, White Fixer, no. One that requires the most micro. Okay. I went into the elevator. What would be macro management? That would be like, hiring employees. Kind of the longer term changes. Unlocking departments. That would be the macro game. Okay, White Bullet, rush. Why don't you just stay in that corner for now? That's probably safer. Okay, we just killed them before they finished raising their weapon. Cool. Are they panicking? Death ball for the win. That looks like the symbol for white damage. I hope it is. Okay, cool. That text makes me think someone died, but I can't tell. I honestly have no idea if anyone died or not. I guess I can check. The work menus. Probably that employee panicking. That's right. There is a message for panicking. I forgot about that. That makes sense. Okay, well, we survived. That's good. I think that means there are 2 meltdowns coming. send everyone back to places for now. My damage is an outright kill and I didn't have the time to start reflecting. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, they could have also... I don't know. I wouldn't want them to make the micro more involved in this game because the micro is so clunky to begin with. But if they're going to make more of a micro focus, they could have had some stuff that discourages death balls, like more AoE attacks that do smaller amounts of damage but are continuous. So you really would want to pick only the employees that are resistant to that damage type, that sort of thing. Okay. Well, one ordeal done, only 3 or 4 more to go. I see a modern reimagining of the game. Yeah, I think there's a lot of potential here, honestly. Like, the core concepts are great. Right, I can't read the work success types anymore. No. I hate you. I hate you so much. And the work types are randomized anyway. So it's about to get really dangerous. Really quickly. If I send someone to do a work type that has a 0 success rate. This would be 100% doable without that. Okay. I can still see the icons in the game world. Those aren't blurred, it's only the UI. So I can still use one sin to learn the work types. But, I'm either gonna have to learn how to read this incredibly blurry text or get really good at guessing. At what their preferred work types are. Okay, let's start from the top. Instinct is now repression. Which I think is Winston's least favorite. I can't tell. I'm pretty sure. Okay. And then Insight is now attachment. So this is now this. This is now this. Is it just a diagonal flip? So is this Insight? Yeah, okay. So the diagonals of the work types are flipped here. That works. So then Blue Star should want this. Yeah, that looks right. Okay, right, and I can fast forward again. I so have not been memorizing everyone's preferred work types. That's gonna be a problem. Probably don't need to work the more dangerous abnos at this point. And especially as people's stats start taking hits, it's gonna start getting really dangerous to just throw them at harder abnos. But I don't want to just keep cycling Blue Star indefinitely. Given that if that is optimal for the first couple of attempts. It looks like we're getting close to halfway to quota. I guess we'll know when Angela's message pops up. I'm glad the overworld doesn't get crazy blurred, at least. It still pop up during core meltdowns? I think. If the goal is half or full quota. I think Angela's message about you're halfway to quota still pops up. Maybe I'm misremembering, though. Alright. Bodies is still doing push-ups. Doing his stretches for his morning run. Angela's not here anymore anyway, that's true, technically speaking. Maybe she's not here anymore because of for story reasons. Black Swan, I think, isn't super dangerous if it fails. I guess we'll find out. And if we screw up, we got a lot of attempts anyway, and that's not looking fun. It's not looking happy, but no one's dead at least. Okay, don't do that. I mean, one's in. Trivial. One of their legs melted. Oh, so it did. No, they weren't using it anyway. I'm sure everything's fine. And do we have any non-escaping entities? They're a little less scary to work. Other than once in. Spider-Bud! Spider-Bud terrifies me, honestly. Night of Despair, technically. It'll just be really bad if that employee dies in combat later. No more leggies, no more leggies. Leggies privileges revoked. Dream of Black Swan takes some very specific actions before it escapes, yeah. Spider-Bud's just a good boy. Yeah, totally. Scorch Girl, like, attachment, I think. That would be slightly better than once in. It's a good girl because of Mother Spider. That's a good point. Okay, no, I was very wrong about that. Haha. Whoops. Didn't actually escape, though. Jeez. 0 boxes. Just use the wiki? Yeah, but that's gonna bog things down so much. I'm checking the wiki for everything. So that is a good point. I can cheat and do that. It's not really cheating at this point. Escape Scorch Girl is barely an obstacle at this point. Yeah, I was like, even if Scorch Girl escapes, Orga can solo her. No problem. Aw, man, this is gonna make it hard to tell when we're 2 work items away from the reset. Or either... I think we're 3 away. If we're not, that is, very tragic. A few seconds to explosion will be dead long before, yeah. You have a whole chat with access to the wiki, that is true, actually. So I don't want you guys doing that. No, okay, that looks like it's just one more. Whoops. Okay, well, let's try it anyway. Yeah. Send our best worker to Queen of Hatred, see what happens. Yep. Unfortunate. Okay. We've got... one sin, okay. That's fine. And smiling bodies! Yay! One of the best Abnos and one of the worst Abnos. Okay, I am gonna look up Mountain. That one is not gonna be fun if we screw up. And I think it's every other overload that it resets the work type, so work type should still be the same. It likes repression. Don't be wounded. Make a bad result. Yeah, okay. Yep, we do have the noon ordeal coming up. See how that goes. I do technically have to send someone or one sin. Work types are still the same, yes. Got a good result on Queen of Hatred still, at least. That's good. It could have been worse. Won't escape even if you fail, at least, yeah, but Lord Q counter here is scary. That it's an Abno we'll have to worry about. Okay, I think we're at a little over halfway to quota, so I guess we don't get messages for that. That is, no, I was aiming for repression. That is Instinct, but Instinct also looks like it has the same success rate, so that's fine. Oof, okay. So the downside to this is now Queen of Hatred already has a -4 going into the end of this ordeal. Or the end of this, level. Okay, work type should still be diagonal. So this should still be insight work. Yes, okay, good. I am gonna keep just padding my stats with one sin. Because one sin. And hundreds of good deeds. One bad and many good. Yep, that is the internal name. One bad, many good. Which is, not inaccurate. But a little less, poetic. Alright. I mean, yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing Blue Star because cheap quota progression. Everything we thought to be hope came back to us in the shape of despair. How will we improve ourselves out of this? It will only get worse and worse. Michelle was the youngest among us. She was an innocent employee. She chose to be a whistleblower for the sake of the world. Out of fear for the world, if we just paid a bit, something. they got text overloading everywhere. And this time you saw it only pixelates the UI, not the entire screen. I think that wasn't affected, it only came into play at a higher level anyway, normally. But yes, that is nice, because that would make it almost impossible to try to micro these guys. Right, I was gonna keep working Blue Star one more time. And talk so much it doesn't fit on the screen. Yep. Text is too long. Okay, we're in a neutral result territory with Blue Star, so we can stop there. Actually, maybe one more time. Technically, Blue Star doesn't go down on a neutral result, so this is still fine, which is funny. But we are gonna have to start worrying about damage as the stab reductions kick in. Yeah, 6 is the target meltdown level. We are at 3, 4? I can't tell, that's just a blur of pixels. Yeah. So I think we don't need to do the midnight ordeal, which is nice. Yeah, I think we're on 4. That looks like a 4. Or 5? I don't know. I don't think we're on 5 already. It hasn't been that many times. I'll ignore dusk if you're close enough to quota. Potentially, yeah. Yeah, okay, we're done working Blue Star. Oh, this is gonna reset work types again, isn't it? That'll be fun. Okay. We're close to having 2 work sessions left. Can't even tell if that went up or not. I think it did. Alright, that is probably 2 work sessions. We'll do that. And when she's in the box, let's send everyone else to Snowball. Deathball, whatever. Except for Orga. Oh. Is that the wrong work type? No, I'm pretty sure it's attachment. I think she's just getting a bad roll. Yeah. Oh, Project Moon and their coin flips. Gotta love it. Okay. Here we go. That is unfortunately very close. Red Fixer, Black Fixer. Just the two of them this time? Your bad state is called hysteria? Yeah. Yeah, Black Fixer is scarier. And it's only 2. Yeah. Mostly just worried about Red Fixer walking in here while we're trying to set up. Where are you going? I dare. Don't do that. Oh, are they coming into the hallway with us? Or into the elevator? Potentially. You guys are in trouble. Get in the elevator, please. Yeah. We got bullets. Let's keep you guys alive a little bit longer. I should have started deathballing sooner, but you know, hindsight. Okay. And you guys can rush the Black Fixer. Right here, right now. Oh. That looked, problematic. Yeah, I think someone died. People are panicking. Get in the elevator, guys. Leave the Red Fixer alone. Okay, meltdowns. Cool, meltdowns are fine. Spider-Bud, I don't know. Spider-Bud can't escape. Red shoes might be a problem, but we can wake people up if they do it. Yeah, it's gonna be difficult to send people here while it's been camped by Red Fixer. Okay. But it's not being camped by Red Fixer. Red Fixer left. Okay. Then let's do that. And not heal anyone? Huh. Okay, people can't be healed anymore. Cool. Good to know. That makes sense. I don't even remember if we had healing bullets at that point. Okay, I can't read the worst success results. I think that's 77. But also work types are shuffled. Buddy scares me, but actually, let me just double check what it does real quick on the wiki. 50% chance of decreasing if you do anything other than instinct work. Bad result. Is bad. So where's it gonna do? Surprisingly a lot. Well, we know things are shuffled, so it's probably not instinct work that is instinct work. Spider-Bud. These ones I'm gonna look up because it's actively melting down and I can't ignore them. Insight is very, very not good. Prudence level 1. Just squish the spiderlings, bad idea. Insight work instantly cocoons them. You know... What? Okay. Okay, well, we know insight work is bad. What are the odds that it randomized to insight, from insight? You know, it's probably shuffled, so... It'll be fine. Get more energy if there's a cocoon. Yeah, and I'll lose access to an employee for the rest of the day. Red shoes also, I think, has a trap work type. Not to be confused with legacy red shoes, which is set up differently. Temperance to or lower, I don't think we have anyone like that. Yukon or lowers if you get a normal or bad result. Great. And repression is a trap. Okay, well, same logic. Repression is a trap, then we'll pick repression work. Mirror of adjustment. I don't remember this one. It randomizes stats, that's right. Someone gets possessed by red shoes, you can only kill them. Ah. Right, but it's if they're getting called to it, you can wake them up, right? Before they've actually entered it. Yeah. Okay, send someone into the mirror. Red Fixer is gonna go kill a bunch of clerks, which means Smiling Bodies is probably happy. The Red Fixer's back. Hi, don't kill me, please. I'm in the middle of something. Okay. And then, everyone else, go rush Red Fixer. We just need to make sure to avoid the death beam. Looks like we, did not pick the right option for Spider-Bud. Goodbye, Sanchez. You're getting cocooned. Funny would be if the fixers get into the cells. Not... I wouldn't find it particularly amusing right now, I don't think. But that would be a fun gimmick. I suppose. Nope. Yeah, that's from the cocooning. Okay, that makes sense. What direction are you firing? Wrong direction. Unfortunate. Shit. Everyone panicked. I think we just lost. Jesus. Aren't you pressing up possessed? Yeah, that. Pode's out. Smiling Bodies is out. This is a reset. Damn it. Holy hell. Okay, you guys are gonna go work one sin until we hit quota. And we're just gonna ignore all of the other Abnos being escaped and killing everything. And we hope no one wanders into this containment unit and kills us all. Yeah. I know you're screaming, but do what you gotta do. Will they work, old lady? Yeah, but it stuns. I don't want to be stunned if we have to get dragged into a combat here. repression. Oh. I'm burrowing heaven. Lovely to see you. Alright. Nope, there they go. Sucked in a blue star. Who's still alive? How? Okay, there it goes. Forced reset. A what? Huh? Oh, bad ending, okay. One who does not cherish sacrifice does not deserve to move forward. Cannot open the door to someone who is not yet ready. You must stop here. Please turn back. It won't be hard. Your steps will be light as a feather as you leave everything that you've shouldered. She'll meet here again once you are finally prepared. Well, I'm not sure if our chance to meet anew will come or not. First time you lose days 47, 48, and 49, you get a bad ending. That makes sense. It still lets us continue the day, right? It's just a cutscene for it. Or retry the day, rather. Puts you back at the start of the day. Makes sense. Whew. Okay. Red Fixer killed everyone. Damn. I don't think there's particularly anything to change up about my strategy. We just, got really unlucky. I lost some hot hurt so much towards the end, yeah. Normally my rank 5 employees would have been able to tank that. Yep. I seen people the other way when we said the Red Fixer. Well, they were already wandering back towards the elevator. I don't know if I would have been able to do it quickly enough. But yeah, I needed to micro that, and I didn't micro it properly. Okay. What time is it? Yeah, it took an hour and 10 minutes. We can do another attempt. Okay. Work types are randomized already, I think. Let's start with Orga again. Instinct is repression. Insight is... Insight? Well. That's good to know, at least. Blue Star. Don't have to shuffle that. It's nice being able to read the interface. I'm a big fan of being able to read the interface to see what I'm doing. Attachment work is still an attachment, so it's just instinct and repression that are swapped. Okay. That's simple enough. We can still go work some of the tougher ones. King of Greed isn't that bad, unless it escapes. So you can take that. Mercenary. A Red Riding Hooded mercenary. Very badass. Okay, attachment work can do. This is what I complain about in Lobotomy Corporation, though. It's like you make one microplay mistake, and your hour-long run is over, and you gotta try again. I know you can work abnos faster to advance quickly, but, like, it's still really punishing. Yeah. Same success rate, that's right. Okay. 3 work types left. Let's do Blue Star again. When you're ready to work Clean of Hatred. One meltdown's not too bad. Ugh. I feel like this one's definitely one I will be able to do without cheats. It's just gonna be super annoying. Honestly, might get a cheat just to bypass the Assad's effect because it's so annoying. Okay. Wait until this gets to 16. Give it a good try. It's fine by you if you want to cheat some. We'll try this attempt will also be legitimate. I think that might be a good rule of thumb. If I can spend an entire stream on it on that one day and not beat it, then we'll cheat the next time. And if that means a lot of attempts because I'm dying really early on, then great. If that means we give it one really, really long attempt and I'm incredibly burned out by it, so be it. Okay, Spider Bud. Work types shouldn't be randomized, so we just need to not pick Insight. So this should be Instinct, which should be fine. Yep. Moon of Hatred's good, excellent. Cool. Did not get turned into a cocoon. That's good. That's ideal. Big fan of not getting turned into a cocoon. Doesn't matter between these two. Forsaken Murder is very loud. Keep bumping Blue Star. We can do Greed again. Maybe. It's down to 84%. Discuss, maybe not. Yeah, people's stats lowering is also kind of rude. Things that used to be safe are no longer safe. Just like, the one that significantly boosts damage taken. That was, that Chessids? That was mean. I'm not looking forward to that one. Got the wrong fixer while that's up and, you're dead. Everyone's dead. Those are reversed. Look at that. Beautiful success on Burrowing Heaven. Clean sweep of all 24 boxes. Gonna booster one more time. Thanks to the hydrate. Alrighty. Close to the limit here. Yeah, it just keeps plummeting, that's how that works. Black Swan is at least relatively safe. Even if you screw up, you got plenty of time. Okay, we're 3 work items away. We go ahead and get people into position. Kenai wanted down here, so let me just grab her real quick just so she'll be on her way. There we go. Now I can cancel the order, but plug her there directly. Tom, get up there. Anyone else left out? The death ball. Alright. Mark 1 sin. And then start working on Queen of Hatred. And then slow down once we get to about 15. Yeah. Now Orga activate 1 sin. They're in the room transition. Where are they going? There they are. Red fixer again, okay. Let's see if we can not repeat that same mistake. On normal speed, not double speed. Hold on. Nope. Stop. Wrong direction. Shit. Shit. May have lost a few employees. Three panics and a few dead. Could be worse. Yeah. Four, 5 dead. Yeah. Yeah, it's not reset worthy, thankfully. Yeah, it's mostly the rank 3 employees, which makes sense. We're running for it. Slow down! Jeez. Use slow bullets on them? That's a good point. I hadn't thought about that. I think they got him, though. I honestly have never used them, so I keep forgetting they exist. Don't you dare. I'm watching you. Not that that helps, unlike some of the other avenues. Yeah, that does seem useful. Oh. Whoops. Work types are randomized again. Insight is now attachment. So right where diagonal is flipped. Forgot about that. Instinct is instinct. Instinct is instinct. Insight is attachment. Ouch. Yeah, not great to get that wrong. Unless they ever use them against Sephirah, that makes sense. And we're going straight to the next ordeal. Let's go! Alright, attachment is insight. So that diagonal's flipped. That's easy to remember. And that means repression must also just be repression. That's not too bad. Not too hard to remember. Okay. Most of you can just camp in the elevator. Only a couple bodies. It's fine. The / diagonal. There we go. Just trying to think, how do you name the bottom left to top right diagonal or the top left to bottom right diagonal better? Because that's obviously a mouthful to say that whole thing, but you can say / or /, and most people know what those are. So that'll work. Okay, the screen flickering's driving me nuts. Wrong work type. Ugh. Alright, we can speed up again. I'm just so nervous. So much internal panic. I don't like stressful games. Oh, I have been replaying Mario Odyssey. I was gonna wait until after I finished Expedition 33, but I got impatient. So, I've been doing that. I got most of the moons and most of the kingdoms already. I just have, like the last stretch of them already finished Metro and Seaside. That's been fun. Nice relaxing. Mainly why I wanted to do it. Good de-stress. It's fun just to run and jump around and collect stuff. No pressure. So I haven't played Five Nights at Freddy's despite loving the franchise? Yeah. Cool lore. Stressful to play. If you're not a big fan of that type of jump scare. I also hate stuff like roller coasters and stuff too, so I think just like my body does not like having adrenaline. And I think a lot of people get like a kick out of their adrenaline level spiking, so they like horror and jump scares and stuff. I do not enjoy my adrenaline spiking. It is not a fun experience. Good news, Ruin and Limbus are turn-based. Yep. That will be nice. So I don't know if I want to get the new DK game when you get around to getting Switch 2. Yeah, I'll be playing that soon enough, hopefully, so I can let you know how good it is, in my opinion. Looks fun enough. I don't know if it's particularly deep, from what I've seen. Jump scares give you panic attacks, but you love Five Nights at Freddy's. Makes sense. Alright, that looks like probably 2 work sessions left. I'm gonna slow it down so that I don't mess up the micro more than I already have. I've already forgotten what Queen of Hatred likes. The Queen of Hatred likes high attachment work. Yeah, okay. That's what I thought, but I didn't want to get it wrong. So I'm also last DQ game you played with DQ Country and the game made you uncomfortable. Sorry about that. Yeah, I mean this is a very different game, very different developers from Donkey Kong Country. That was the Rare developers. This is in-house from Nintendo themselves, so I think it's gonna be more Mario Odyssey than kind of the spooky cartoon vibes of Donkey Kong Country. Not spooky, but kind of I don't know. I don't know how to describe it. That kind of Tarzan-ish, slightly dark. More formal girls, you have really cool names. Queen of Hatred, King of Greed, Knight of Despair, and then you have Servant of Wrath. Yeah, Queen, King, Knight. You know, you should have like a Jack. I don't know. Or a Bishop, if you do chess. I think Servant of Wrath is still cool, but Servant kind of implies that they're not ruling it like the others might be. Duchess of Wrath? Countess of Wrath? I don't know. Some other royal title. Yeah. I don't need a micro one said. Alright. Where are they at? We've got White Fixer. Do they always spawn in the room boundaries? Is that what happens? On the exact edges of the rooms? I wouldn't be surprised if they were lazy and just did that, because I can't really tell the difference. There should be 2. Where's the other one? There they are. Black Fixer. Oh, that is not a good department to have the Black Fixer be in. Ugh, okay. Calling down Servant of Wrath's thing was justice with a blindfold and a scale. Interesting. I'm not sure how that would connect, but I guess it does. Okay, White Fixer doesn't actively seek people out. That's probably fine. All of these overloading is not great, but I do know how to deal with these 2. Prince I'm a little more worried by, but we do have 2 on that counter, so it's not the end of the world. Yeah, let's Black Bullet and rush Black Fixer. At least there's no instant death laser to worry about this time. Why she thought she made a friend known as the Hermit who betrayed her after getting the information he needed to help an enemy country, which turned her into a servant of wrath. Yeah, I would want revenge after that too. That checks out. Oh. Right, I forgot I can do that. Queen of H turned bad basically because she was bored. Yep. Right, I can still watch Burrowing Heaven. Dreaming Current I can probably deal with later. Goodness, this is a total meltdown. Yeah. That is true. Oh, jeez. No, 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 no. Okay. How many dead do we have now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Down 12 employees, and yeah. Spores. Terrible department for them to spawn in. Almost any of the others wouldn't have been nearly as bad. Yeah, not run ending yet, but painful. Quite painful. Let's regroup in the hallway, I think maybe, after we send 2 people to Portrait. See who we still have control over. Yeah, Bodies is out too. Where did they even go? It's not them, that's Current, right? Yeah. Queen of Aether is not helping. Yep. This is that. Yep. Okay. Need to throw someone in there. Can I not work, Little Prince? I guess not. We got Suppress Burning Heaven. Can we send people into the box? I guess we can. I did through the menu though. Couldn't right click. Hi. This is No? Everything's fine. Thanks to the health break, I'm gonna need one after this. That's another bunch of dead people. How do I even stop? Streaming current. I can send someone in. Sure, why not? Mercenaries, aggroed. Marga's got it. Nope. Yep. No, that's it. That's the run. Fixer spawns in the wrong place. We wipe. Wrong work type gets randomized. We wipe. Okay. Yeah, exactly, rewind time. Well, we wiped quickly that time, at least. We're less than 2 hours on this. Let me take a quick break to stretch out. We can do, I think, one more attempt. Do I just want to start cheating on this one? I don't know. Maybe partially. Invulnerable employees would kind of take away the whole challenge of it. But maybe I could do max work success so we don't have to worry about the scrambled work types. Go a little faster that way. Still have the stat penalties for combat. So I could just focus on the combat micro, maybe. I don't know. Still have to pay some attention depending on which app knows, that is true. And work always succeeds. There's nothing here that should interrupt pausing, so I don't have to worry about that. I won't freeze the queue counters, although that would be another option. That would trivialize a lot of the Black Fixer's gimmick. Yeah, I've heard that sound effect so many times it doesn't even faze me anymore, but when Black Fixer goes through it, I don't think so. I think it just immediately decreases every counter, and this prevents counters from decreasing ever. Yeah, we'll start with that. Yeah. That Pikmin is pretty much how I'm feeling. Oop. Oop to you. Is Firebird fine as long as it's a good result? No. If it's a good result, it lowers. You have to have a neutral result. That's right. Very mean. What else can we work now that we're pretty much guaranteed to succeed? As long as we're not injured, Mountain and Smiling Bodies is fine. Oh, I could also make just the clerks invincible. So you don't have to worry about Mountain getting triggered off of that. But still have to worry about microing employees. That'll make it a lot easier, but still not a guaranteed success. In terms of completing the day. Thanks for the hydrate. I might have to get another water bottle. I'm running a little low here.
Oh no!
Okay. Work types don't matter. Temporarily, other than the ones that are insta-kill if you've messed up. Or lower the Q counter if you pick the wrong work type. Whoa! I'm gonna work a lady too. Why not? Instant failure. I don't need a Micro Queen of Hatred anymore, I guess, because I can, if I have guaranteed work success, then I can just always bring her back from being hysterical. The work penalty doesn't matter as much. One meltdown, and it's Yang. Okay, so gotta wear it less than 30 seconds. Yeah. So acquire it and then immediately unacquire it. I think that is the play. So Carrie can go take it up and then immediately put it back. There we go. And you're fine. Mission accomplished. Let's keep working these two for quota. These two to pass the time faster. On the plus side, I guess we'll get a lot of practice at microing the white ordeals, won't we? Oh, the able text shows up on the top layer? Yeah. If it covers up the UI. In some places, yeah. Oh, the target camera, for the most part, it's up there. Yeah. I should look at the system for spawning those text overlays in. I bet it's just picking a random position and a random rotation. Because of that, it ends up going off screen a lot. Because it probably starts at the top left corner. So if it's random, half the time it's on the right edge and just goes off the side. Oh. Blue Star escaped. Have I been working it with the wrong employees? I think I have. Sanchez is dead. That's a problem. That's what I get for autopiloting, despite not having a vulnerability on. Can we get it before Ramirez is dead? Nope. Gabriel is dead. Yep. We lost all the rank 3 employees, basically. Whoops. Well, that's unfortunate. I don't even still have rank 3 employees, because I got them a while back and never padded out their stats. All my new hires are maxed out. But they're from before I was, That's a good question. I guess I wasn't cheating lob points at the start. Sometimes I hired people at their base rank 3 stats. Honestly, though, I could just go max those out. It doesn't make a huge difference at this point. Okay, well, rank 3 employees were not a significant portion of my my damage output, so honestly, this is not the end of the world. If anything, it just means less panicking. Tragic, though. Okay. Yeah, so let's stick to McKenna working Blue Star because she's got rank 5 in every stat, so it shouldn't trigger any of that. Yeah, I think I was sending Destiny as a lower work time, and that was the problem. It wasn't meeting the work time threshold. I was lowering the Q counter. Whoops. The more you know. That was before we actually fought any fixers. Send everyone into the death ball. And we can work any Abno now. We don't have to do Queen of Hatred micro every meltdown. Get down there. How you doing? Okay. Then I went into the elevator. Ode needs exclusively instinct work, right? Yeah. Which is randomized, actually, so that would be a really bad choice to randomize. Yeah, we can only work Night of Despair one at a time, so we'll skip that. I guess we could just send someone out to work one sen. That's fine. Alrighty. Fixer time. We've got a red fixer down there. That's fine. Just need to make sure to micro the beam. I guess the clerks will distract him. There's your red damage, which he's immune to, so that won't help at all. It does keep him occupied. That is a nice little side effect. Oh, right, we can still get hit by the laser here. I didn't think about that. Whoops. Does passive healing still work? Nope. It does not. Oh, it does. It's just very slow. I think. Yeah. So we'll give it a minute. Go faster in the main room? Well, I don't want to find out by standing in that one. Maybe in this one. I guess we can send Orga down here now. While we're waiting. Yeah, possibly. Hard to tell. Yeah, healing always already halved, so that's not gonna help much. Plus whatever the debuff is. What are you guys doing down there? Get out of there. Yeah, I know elevators count as always. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna sit here and we're gonna wait until he lasers the clerks. And then we're gonna rush him. So I can re-up the bullet. Steady. You should do it off cooldown, basically. I don't know how long the cooldown is, though. Probably like 15 seconds or something. Yeah, there it goes. Rush! Okay, and then I'm pretty sure he was facing right. Yeah. So that is the right direction to go in. Okay. Fixer dealt with. Was it cheap? Very much so. But, you know. You do what you gotta do. Ah, Jackal. Hoyo indeed. Okay. Back to farming Blue Star. Sorry I'm giving you all the headaches. Yeah. Do what you gotta do. Man, that was... Yeah. This game is a little bit unfair sometimes. Just a bit. Only a little. Yeah, only a little. That is just the game. Understandable. It looks easy. I don't know what people are on about. Yeah, you know, it's got the nice cutesy little cartoony art style, you know? That means it's a kid's game, which means it's easy. Everyone knows that. Everything is sunshine and rainbows and easily overcome obstacles. Cute little critters. You ever make this game one option turn off the cognition filter? Yeah. I assume they didn't do that because that would be a lot of art assets to make separately, but it would be cool. As if they did have alternate versions for all of it. And you had some map nodes to go like break through the cognition filter and cause everything to look terrifying. That'd be fun. Oh yeah, as we've seen so far without the filter are pretty similar. That's fair. I was thinking if they wanted to do like a different art style, like do a more realistic art style for the game without the cognition filter. I guess that would be a lot more of extra work. But if they wanted to reuse the existing art assets, that could be a good way to do it. Leave these in as the existing cognition filter variants and then make new art for the Abnos to add. What they look like when the filter's down. It'd also be cool if you could actually, like, build the departments yourself. Make it more of like a management sim game where you actually have to like manage the facility itself rather than only the Abnos. I guess technically hiring employees, but there's not much depth to that. I don't know. Could be interesting. Okay, we're gonna get 2 overloads. We should probably just send everyone home so we can get people to them quickly. Death ball later. I'll go read this text on the wiki later, probably. But it is too distracting to read right now. I'm trying to do the gameplay. Yeah. Cool world building, though. I do enjoy it as a thing. Yeah, when it's like super long sentences that go off screen, like what can you do about that? Shelter, okay, that I think just pop someone and pop someone out. Night of Despair means we do have to anoint someone, so be it. I got music shift again. Alright, next white ordeal. Coming up in a little bit. We're most of the way to quota now. Yes, leave the shelter. Please leave the shelter. Bong Bong is being knighted. Congratulations, Bong Bong. You'll receive the Knight of Despair's blessing. And when you inevitably die, it's gonna screw everyone over. It'll be great. Alrighty. So let's get everyone preemptively in deathball position. Norga can rush one send a few times. And I'll send McKenna back down for Blue Star. Oh, Queen of Hatred's not happy. We can also do that. Yeah, she's not looking good. Even the heart on the wand is depleting. See, look, everything's fine. Nothing to be sad about. Queen of Hatred looks like a hater. She do be hating. Specific things, though. She hates it when there is no evil to fight. Or evil is done and there's nothing she can do about it. Yeah. She's a hater of villainy. But that can still be aggressive, unfortunately. That's the takeaway. Even if the thing you hate is evil, that doesn't make you automatically good in all situations. There's some nuance there. Got some ominous chanting. Excellent. Comes back from her transformation, she remembers what she did, but not why. That's interesting. And also horrifying, I can't imagine. Like, you know you killed all those innocent people. Why'd you do it? I don't know. Alright. Almost time for the ordeal. One more work item, it looks like. I'll send McKenna up to join the death ball. Yeah, Lobotomy Corporation is filled with all kinds of traumas. It's great. Very dark and twisted, as it seems like it's just kind of the trend for Project Moon. Okay, time for two fixers. Missing your fact isn't fun. It is a very... Well, honestly, I think it's fun, but I also find twisted things to be fun, so, you know. Alright, here we go. We've got... Black Fixer. Crap. Where's the other one? White Fixer, okay. Well, we got no time to deliberate. We need to rush. Throw a mercenary at the White Fixer, that is true. We got plenty of quota. Okay, please. Don't set up. King of Greed. Get him! Okay. And now everything's gonna overload. That is fine. Yeah, little red merc has got it. Okay. Warm-hearted woodsman. I don't remember your gimmick. Let's see. Decreased by 1 when agent who finishes the work has temperance level 3 or higher. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Seals your heart if you mess up. Yep. An employee enters the unit with all counters at 0, they will immediately die, then the abnormality will escape. As long as this only happens once, we're fine. It is going to go down to 0, but he kills the second person to go in. So this is guaranteed to be a problem, but what can you do? Throw a disposable employee at it. And behavior adjustments. Problem for future Hawk, exactly. If you return within 30 seconds, if you lose SP, you instantly die. Sure. That's all fine. You're doing okay. Our health bars are stacking. They're currently deflecting damage, which means that that's not doing much. Oh yeah, she doesn't find clerks to be particularly distracting, apparently. Yeah, that is a massive AoE. I think everyone is on the other side of the facility. Yeah, so it should just be the woodsman causing issues here. Oh, did it not go down to 0? Huh. Not sure how that happened, but cool. Yeah, it looks like she's doing fine as long as, doesn't reach the employees. Why don't you guys all sit at the top of the map, maybe? Out of the range of the AoE. We'll just let her take care of this. White Fixer's moving with purpose here. She's not supposed to chase employees. Crazy. Should be the last damage threshold though. I was being impressed by how much space that attack takes. Yeah, it's crazy. Alright, there we go. What do you mean she could shoot a cloud that Takes 2/3 of the facility. Yep. Nuts. Alright, back to work, everyone. Back to your desk jobs. That's what we're paying you for. Or something. Honestly, don't know how that works exactly. Very cyberpunk dystopian. If I do that while she's in the box, does she automatically go back to the hallway when she's done? Let's find out. No. Okay, so that does not reset her home point. Good to know. You have to actually grab them while they are in the hallways. I'm gonna fix Queen of Hatred's little depression problem. Get Orga up here. If you do it while they're en route like that, though, that does work. Okay, we should be very close to hitting quota at this point. Just gotta fill in that last ground section of the bar. Almost there. Only lost a large handful of employees. Everything's fine. Yeah. Like how I can't even tell how filled in it is, just big blurry pixels. Oh, we're definitely hitting it before this next meltdown. At which point we just have to get to level 6. I think. I'm not sure if it's reach or beat meltdown level 6, but we'll find out soon enough. You can also call in the rabbits for that, potentially. We know we don't have to fight the claw. I was at 25% quota, but that is something we can pretty easily make back. By just farming Blue Star over and over. Okay, here we go. What we got? Need to beat 6, okay. Good to know. Smiling bodies. Scorched Girl. Was it just 2? I guess so. So as long as you're not injured, it's fine. I don't think anyone here is injured. Since each department corresponds to a segment of the Tree of Life, architecture corresponds to Keter. That makes sense. I think that is actually the internal name for it, even. I remember seeing that quite a lot in the code. Because there's a lot of stuff that's special cased. A lot of code that is specific to this section of the game. So there's a lot of checks for, oh, if the current open Sephirah is the Keter Sephirah. It's like, okay, that's something that I'll have to find out later when I play it. When I was looking at the code. And we have hit the limit. I can see the white text, commenced refinement, blah blah blah. So now we just need to beat wave 6. So let's farm these easy ones to get to the end. And then we'll death ball. He's stuck. There we go. I really wish I knew what meltdown level this is. I can't read it. And I've not been counting, even though I probably should. Looks like a 6 to you. Might be, I guess. Okay, we should probably help you first. We could skip this fixer fight, that would definitely make the day a lot more viable. Close to the end, I think. Yeah. Alright, everyone report to the death ball elevator. All employees report to the death ball elevator. The ever reliable elevator. Well, they made putting elevators in the employees in the elevator shield bullet them cannon. That is fun. It is the optimal strategy. Okay. Let's see what happens. Victory, okay. Excellent. Don't have to fight the fixers. I can't tell how many people died because everything's pixelated. But looks like 8 dead. That sounds about right. Cool. Day completed. Finally, I can see the UI again. Alright. What do we want in our department? I'm thinking rolling easy abnos, so I don't have to stress out about it. Fairy Festival, sure. Fairy festival, sure. Yeah, things are looking a little bit worse. Yeah, so we're getting duplicate fairies. Let's go. More fairies, more power. Yeah, I think it's a bug with the infinite reroll mod that I have. That lets you reroll have no choices. I think it messes up this particular department's rolls. Room just melted, it's fine. Yeah, and A's not looking so good. There's portraits of Malkuth, Yasad, Han, Netzak in the background. Yeah, we're remembering the employees that we just had to deal with. Remember when we still knew the warmth of the sun? I'm too cold to continue cherishing such a thing. No, in fact, we weren't meant to bask in such warmth in the first place. You feel it too, don't you? I can see you were already feeling the nostalgia in the air right as you stepped into this room. There's the tale of two doors. Two doors that never wanted to be opened, but had to be. Hey, it's me. Are you there? Can I come in? I didn't want to listen to what would come next. I wanted to pretend I wasn't in the room, because I knew what she was going to tell me. Sometimes her thoughts could be extremely reckless. It really frightened me whenever she did that. The first door. Just scribbled over. Saw her eyes right after opening that door. She walked into your lab and started illustrating her hypothesis. Carefully, yet decidedly. You wanted to tell her it was preposterous, but like always, she had you persuaded. You had no choice but to admit it was the only way. What made me, us, so upset is how much it hurt to listen to her put it so calmly, as if it were none of our business. I thought we never see Carmen's face in this game, probably because A doesn't want to remember it. Exactly. He does not want to touch that. It's bad enough that we're having to relive this moment. How much we loathed ourselves for just having to tolerate it. We just can't seem to get any further than this. However, we will break through somehow. We got Carmen with us after all. Don't worry, I think it'll all work out. Tried getting her back with Angela and we know how that went. Yep. Biological scans show that Carmen is the fittest candidate, but we haven't run a precision test yet though. So if we want to find another candidate, we can always. Carmen can. Carmen is. Carmen would. Carmen. You should have been the one to die. Thanks, Sephirah. David, why are you here? That's top layer. You know, they're allowed to visit between the layers sometimes when they feel like it. Probably. Research wasn't bearing fruit. People were growing tired, yet their eyes glittered with expectation. She was on the edge. One more step would make her fall. Then that day, when Enoch's breath stopped, she finally realized. In her defense, her brother died because of Carmen's death. Yeah. That is unfortunate. But, you know. This is Lobotomy Corporation. Some sacrifices have to be made to lobotomize people. And her path was always in her sight. Just one glance below the fall. She'd never lift her head again. She wouldn't respond, no matter how many times I yelled. Only the sound of flowing water filled the air. I just kept yanking the doorknob like I were insane. Some of you will die, but this is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. And it's just kind of Lobotomy Corporation in general, isn't it? I hoped it would never open. Hoped and prayed countless times. Open the second door. First thing I saw once I opened that door was a pair of closed eyes. She stepped into the bath herself, so that not a fragment of needless emotion like guilt would pile up on us. We saw with our own eyes so clearly. Yep, and this is where the bloodbath comes from. Isn't that great? She was bleeding out and delirious, but still she held on to life. We violated her body with our own hands and buried her underneath the ground. How is she so cruel? And why do we have to become so cruel? He asked this question without an answer, to the toast that celebrated our success blossomed with death. However, I found a way to redeem us, at long last. You've come to the right place. This is the room where she sleeps. Don't worry, she won't wake up with this much noise. Can you meet her again? Let's do it like this. Ask her, she who was always watching you from the beginning. I have something I should confess. I actually have a much weaker heart than everyone thinks. I always say stuff like, count on me, and just follow me, in front of everyone. But I'm never sure about the things I do. If anyone were harmed or put in trouble because of what I do, I would definitely be shaken and end up hating myself. I know that. That's why I need to ask you for a favor. No matter what I may become, please finish what I started. We humans have weak hearts. When cracked, it will easily crumble. I am no exception to this, but you. You'll endure through it. There's only one way out, and it'll never change. You know what I'm trying to say, right? Are you unsure? I have this routine I do whenever I'm afraid of the path I have taken. It's like being a plant, photosynthesizing. Ease up your attention, and just close your eyes. Yeah, it's just like that. Make yourself as comfortable as possible, so that your mind finds itself comfortable too. It tickles now, but just wait. Now, fade away without a trace. That's the one moment she opens her eyes. She nuked me. So I'm guessing this is her nervous system. Yes, I was the only one. Yep. Like we said, lobotomized. I was the only one who could fulfill her ideal. I was the only one who could finish it. Only me. However, she never told me this path of hers would be riddled with such vicious thorns and spikes. This is the bucket created from Carmen's sacrifice. This bucket is the beginning and the end destination of this place. Ajito is endlessly produced here, spewing out life and death. Oh, that looks like some twisted angel. Yeah. And it's very, very metal imagery. The human's nerves and spine splayed out like an angel. When we saw the bath was overflowing, we thought everything was over. However, you couldn't have been more wrong. She's alive right now, as this. She saw every path we walked. In reality, her ideal was simply too grand in the first place, and our power too minuscule to fulfill it. She sacrificed everything of hers without a trace left behind, but you and I, we remember the things we've done to become a wing, to stay a wing. It was revolting at first. You see how we acclimated to it after the first few times? We flawlessly realized our hideous actions just like all the other wings. Yep. And of course, every wing is built on a pile of bodies like this, presumably. No, not just that. We even evolved our own unique cruelty that can't be found in any other wing. The story of how human sacrifices are required to fulfill our ideal needed to be continued. I think the state started a war, but AMB started a whole war to take over the old L Corp's position. Makes sense. Hence all the conflict with I think it's stated in game, but they started a whole war to take over the old L Corp's position. Which is why that the everyone came after them, right? Presumably. All the who was it? The person who became Bina. Or was that a separate incident? So you had to put on the guise of simply being manic about energy production. Separate incident. Okay, never mind then. Yeah, that's crazy though. Now we know the truth too well. Were we really only pretending while we were so indifferent towards the countless deaths? Probing and combing through the brain of a woman to blend into the world, to evade the head and the eye? Throwing a person into the jaws of a monster just to gain some energy? Reincarnating your colleagues just to make them live through the same agony again? you really think those are things any normal person would do? Karen was sent because Hod snitched to the head about what was happening, which didn't sit well with the head. That's right. I forgot about that. Yes. That's right. Hod snitched. And then we turned them both into machines, so, you know. I was in the outskirts, they absolutely did know they get wiped if the head learned of it. Makes sense. And we closed our eyes and ears, and numbed ourselves. We eventually felt nothing for what we do. I named myself Abram to remember our sins, sacrificing the innocent. What did I even expect to achieve doing all this, founding a showy corporation? I don't even know anymore. Does it really matter at this point? No, it doesn't. We were wrong from the start. Our very existence is wrong. You and I, all that's left for us is atonement. You already knew. You know we didn't meaninglessly embrace this pain. Sephirah knew that a long time ago. I guess that's why he always walked ahead of me. One day, I realized you were also looking towards somewhere with a clear vision, just like he did. I just didn't want to admit that I was lagging behind. I think that's why I was always so frustrated. Quite a story for you to be listening to Animal Crossing to. Yeah, this is really dark. I'm the Sephirah of the middle layer, head of the central command team. I can't afford to fall behind like that, now can I? That's the reason why I said I'll count on you and hold expectation. Promise to show me someday. Show the world the fruit of our pain and labor. An expectation for the meaning of existence. You'll fall onto the ground no matter how much expectation and hope you have. You know what? Photosynthesis is for plants, after all. Things that actually take sunlight. It's never for something like you and I. Didn't you know this already? We drove Carmen to death. We just saw that. To be fair, she did choose to do it, knowing what would happen. But, I guess it is A's fault for bringing her on board the project in the first place. We're going along with it. I was always furious without any real reason. I always felt like I'm missing something, but I never knew what that something was. I vented this anger of mine in a rather bad way, as you saw. This madness without purpose would never go away. If you didn't stop me, it would have grown bigger and bigger. It would have eventually devoured me. Look, we're never going back to how it was before. The situation's changed way too much. But I was able to keep my promise with her because you stopped me, at the very least. You also have to remember this. She would want you to protect what we have left, rather than just languish in guilt. The courage to protect. Carmen believed humanity was diseased and started everything because she wanted to fix that. Makes sense. And our nervous system is used to create monsters. Yep, we're gonna fix humanity by creating ego. And I can see why A is like, I don't know if this is really a good idea. Maybe we went wrong from the start. Just maybe. Yeah, she entrusted us with what's left. We were not the person who Carmen thought us to be, no. The only person that believed in us was gone. There's no one left around us. Manager, do you know why I chose to join your small company instead of any other grander wings? Of course, Carmen's moving speech did pique my interest, not gonna lie. However, the decisive factor for me is because I liked how everyone here trusted Carmen. You know how meaningless the word trust is nowadays, don't you? I like how the panel makes it look like he's like half-closed eyes. It's very appropriate. That's not all, Manager. Carmen entrusted you entirely until her moment of death. Everyone else who remained did too. Why do you think I decided to stick with you until the end? So is this coffee cup. Yep, absolutely critical. Let's look around you now. Everyone gathered here just for you, and they're waiting expectantly. All the details on the robots, they're great. Those who are faithful and trustworthy. How can you be so certain? Carmen lies here, neither alive nor dead. How can you walk towards the unpredictable future, leaving her behind here? We are obliged to remain trapped in the cycle of eternal punishment. Do you see the Steam notifications on screen? I don't know if those are hidden or not. I just saw Sugi playing Limbus Company. You're obliged to remain trapped in the cycle of eternal punishment. And still you want to reach for tomorrow? You want to escape this endless regret and atonement? There's one final door past here that wasn't written in the story. It's one I can't open. Saw a notification, but it was on your screen. Fair enough. It only opens to those who are not soaked in regret. Think you can open it? Open the final door. Why do I see only darkness? Why does my voice not reach you at the finale? Alrighty. Few more days to go. Let's see. Nearly at the 3-hour mark. Angela, she's been stuck there for who knows how long, and she doesn't even get to see it through. Yep. But she knew her role. To persevere through this, even though we would keep forgetting. And she would have to remember all the loops. Now we're out of lob points. I can fix that. There we go. We got a few more lob points. Melinda's. Where are you? There you are. Bring up your weekend boys while you're at it. Yeah, might as well. Nice to see. Yeah, no gimmicks there. Cool. Might as well boost everyone. Unlimited power. Might take a little bit, but we got time. We probably don't have time to switch to Sonic at this point. So we can spend the rest of the stream just upgrading everyone. And probably loading the next day just to see it, but we already know what's gonna happen more or less. I also just suicide to get the bad ending. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, we could just immediately fail. See that cutscene? You gotta imagine Abram would get pissed if we got so close to the ending and then botched it. Like, gonna give me hope just to dash it? Kind of impressed how quickly we're still burning through these points, even though I have thousands of them. This is very pricey. Yep. Adds up very quick. I still have one justice. That's unfortunate. There you go, Carrick has max power. Most of the department heads should already be maxed out, just from actually doing work. We probably have a decent number of people that are still just at 5 and everything. EX. Still have some people that don't have max gear, but that's to be expected. Is it a little fast all of a sudden? Weird. Maybe it was the stream catching up after a skip. Did I drop any frames? Got a few frames of rendering lag, but not very many. Voice is fine? I don't know then. Alright, and then just last layer. These employees should already all be pretty much set. Doesn't have max temperance. See Olive missing a stat? No. Gebra fight. Yep. Alrighty. Everyone's geared up. So we got Chessed's damage rotation, which is gonna make dealing with specific fixers very scary if their damage type gets boosted. We got Central. I don't remember Central's gimmick. But we got the Gebra fight, yeah. No, yeah, I really don't remember Central's gimmick. Neutralize the meltdown projections. That's right. I did forget about that. Alright. Time to lose quickly. Actually, I guess I'll keep the work success on. We just gotta rush to Fixer, and Fixer can wipe us out. Get Burrowing Heaven out and look anywhere else, that's a good idea. Yeah, people die, it's fine. We sacrifice people to Spider Butt, it's fine. This is a failed day. Intentionally. So the damage types rotate every meltdown. Oh, someone can sit in the shelter. That's a good one. I'll listen to Teresia. Play the music, drive everyone insane. There we go. Shelter's starting to kick in. Wah! Everyone will die. All-around helper is all-around helping with knives. There's Blue Star. I think you've done enough. You can leave the shelter now and die. You. Screech and Squelch, yep. A little bit horrifying. Thought you might have had a different outcome, seeing as you found the answers. Yet even you failed. Must mean that failure is an inevitable cycle for us, then. Look on the bright side, though. Even though we're failures, we managed to achieve at least one thing. We'll be able to see Carmen again like this. Though we can't take a nap, lying in the field under the warm sun like we used to. She's alive. She's watching us. Don't worry, she'll understand. She'll tell you that even though you couldn't make it to the end, you did a good job getting here at least. You'll have eternal rest with her. Should have just listened to Benjamin in the first place. My biggest regret, biggest sin, is that I didn't stop when I should have. Carmen is our son, so it doesn't matter if we stay underground forever. Attention. Attention to all employees. If you are, congratulations for the start of your honorable retirement. This broadcast is pre-recorded. You're all being forcibly retired. Do not exist. Yeah, that's such a cool visual. Let us sink now, Carmen. I know you can't hear my voice, but I don't care. I won't try to open any more doors. I hope that I'm with you when I open my eyes again someday. I thank you for your hard and earnest work, and have great respectful gratitude for your efforts and loyalty. Good night. Nice. Shut down the company. Alright, and that leaves me with an hour to get dinner before D&D. That'll work. I think we'll wind it down here. And yeah. So, we'll have that to look forward to. That's exciting. Dinner and dinner. Yeah, that's the D&D I'm thinking of. I've been having trouble actually getting the energy up to sit down and cook, so I'll be getting like pre-made meals at the grocery store. They're nicer than like the frozen stuff. It's like stuff you can store in the fridge. It's basically just like meal prep, but they do it for you. So I got a couple of those saved up. That'll be dinner. As long as it works. Yep, that's the theory. Because otherwise I will be ordering fast food, and that is not healthy to do for every meal, as it turns out. But yeah, cool. I'll call it there. Let me make a save backup before I forget. Yeah, fed, but not too fed. Fast food has a lot more calories than I should be ingesting at this point. Especially, I think I might be pre-diabetic. I need to see if I can get an actual diagnosis for that. Ending C is still your favorite bad ending of the game? Was that ending C? Or is it the one for the third ordeal day? That was B, okay. I'll look forward to the next one then. There we go. Now we got a profile backup of that one. So happy that the save profile mod works as well as it does. It's very cool. Alrighty. let's call it there, I think. So you don't misremember what ending A is? I guess we'll find out, right? Oh, I didn't mean to click on you. Is anyone live today? Not particularly right now. Does anyone have any particular suggestions that I might be mutual friends with? If not, I'll probably just do an offline raid to the lurker, sure. I can do that. Not too bad. You're getting raided. Do not resist. Get appreciated. Still showing our appreciation anyway. I probably don't have anyone on my follow list that doesn't already follow you. So it's not a huge deal either way. Alright, well, we will definitely be streaming next week. If I'm up for streaming both days, we'll stream Lobotomy on Saturday and Sonic on Sunday. I'm really trying to aim for stream both days. So I'll try. I really hope I don't get migraines again, because these suck. It's been so hard to focus when my head's like that. I just have to lie down and try to sleep for a few hours. That's the only thing that helps. But yeah, so hope you all have a great rest of your week, and I will see you all next time.